I had a little problem trying to figure out how to modify sweeps. Um, it seems to, it's a reference line. If I change this, right now this says 8 feet, so if I was to change that dimension so it came up to like 7 feet and hit it, it seems to work properly. But that's a parametric value, so I don't really have any control over that specifically. So one of the ways I wanted to do this was to actually just recreate this sweep. So I'm going to go to the exterior elevation again. And we're going to leave this sweep in place. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new sweep because it just takes a second to do it. Create a sweep. I'm going to sketch a path. We're going to do exactly the same kind of path construction. So we're going to come with a box. We're going to come exactly from there down to this corner here. And I'm going to lock off this one because we want this to behave parametrically. And we're going to lock off this one. And this bottom edge, oops, didn't mean to do that. Hold on, let's get back here. This bottom edge, we want to so I keep flipping over to this other screen, and that's just causing me a lot of heartache. I want to move that line up 1.5 inches. Won't let me do it. I don't know why. So I'll just draw another line here. Let's zoom in so we can get exactly 1.5 inches. I'm going to delete that line, and we're just going to join those two other lines up. I'm at a loss at what I'm doing wrong to not be able to correct the profile, so maybe somebody will help me out with that. So our path is sketched. We now have to select a profile. We're going to put our frame profile in, and we can look at this in a 3D view. And you can see it's exactly the same layout. So we'll go ahead and complete that. Now we have two extrusions, obviously, and all I'm going to do is go ahead and delete the first extrusion and the associated lines with it. There's probably another line up here. All right, so now we have that coming up a little bit, so we're going to save that. And then I'm going to load that into the project. And that wants to go into the main project because that's where the window is. We'll overwrite that existing version. And let's look at that in our 3D view. So now we have this tab coming up. And we'd probably need to just create some kind of a piece of aluminum that would come down to make a little cover there in order to deal with that. So now you're seeing, I guess, a little bit, this may seem a bit on the tedious side, but this is really, I think, where you can start to really think about the aesthetics, because this is going to be exposed. Now we're going to look at where, in the next clip, we'll look at inserting the glazing system into the window. And we have decisions about where we put the glass. It could be at the very front. It could be a very deep window, and the glass could sit way back deep. And these are all design decisions that you as the architect could be making.